Today's trainer tip, I want to discuss the term collection, specifically collection in a Western pleasure horse. Collection is something that is an imperative element of almost every training discipline. And one way to describe collection, the best way that I can explain it to someone, is to envision a horse standing loose in a pasture, and that horse all of a sudden being scared by something that's come at him or something that's forced him to flee rapidly one direction or another. So at the point in time where that horse is coiled on his hindquarters and lunging forward is a time when all of its energy is harnessed in its hindquarters and moving forward, and at that point its motion is upward, it's light on its front end, and it can go either direction. So this is what we're trying to achieve on a loose rein in a Western pleasure class. We want to achieve that forward motion and all that coiling and that energy on the hindquarter. It's a difficult thing to do because we have to do it on a loose rein. The basic way to do it is to provide forward motion through your legs and to block with your hand. That provides resistance, so you get the energy from behind, the resistance from front, and that provides a calm, collected way of movement. So what we do to get collection is to go to our leg here, follow with our hand here, then put our hand down and balance that point. And the point of balance, when you have leg, hand, then release, and the horse is flowing naturally, is a collected horse. This is what we're trying to achieve in Western pleasure and pretty much every other discipline of the horse industry.
This Appaloosa Tip of the Month was brought to you by Buchanan Pump Service and Supply.
The Appaloosa has a firm foundation in the equine world through the hard work of the Appaloosa Horse Club. Since 1938, the Appaloosa Horse Club has served enthusiasts all around the globe and provides people the opportunity to enjoy their Appaloosas in many different ways. By becoming a member of the Appaloosa Horse Club, you too can take advantage of what this breed has to offer. For more information about the Appaloosa and for events happening in your area, visit www.appaloosa.com or call 208-882-5578.
This episode of the Appaloosa Horse is brought to you by Southern Winds Ranch, home of performance champions. Thousand Oaks Performance Appaloosas. Charlotte Ranch, 2003 leading Appaloosa breeder. Larrabee Appaloosas, home of Mr. Cool Hand Luke. Horse Light, the official timing of the Appaloosa Horse Club. Buchanan Pump Service and Supply, we water worldwide. And the Foundation Appaloosa Breeders.
There's nothing more exciting than horse against horse racing, including that photo finish. Who are you relying on at the finish line? With the Horse Light, you no longer have to rely on the blink of someone else's eye. The Horse Light is easy to use, easy to operate, easy to transport, highly accurate, affordable, and it includes everything you need to start. Horse Light, most fairness in the start and most accurate at the finish. Visit horselight.com for more information.
Welcome back to the Appaloosa Horse.
Okay, we're all set, Tim, with the rope race. It'll get exciting.
And this is the open rope race. Tim Top, Richard Langford along with you here in this.
And there's going to be 11 horses go down. Only 10 ropes, Tim.
I didn't see 9 ropes.
Oh, then somebody scratched. So we have 10 horses, 9 ropes. Now we're down to 9 people and 8 ropes. Now the fella that just got beat has won this race a few years ago. There's a couple of other exhibitors in here that have won this before. You'll watch 465, that's Jim Jerkowski, and then his son, 780, Jeff Jerkowski. They're kind of famous for getting down to the finals. So we'll see what happens right here. A lot of times the men root for the men and the ladies root for the ladies, but only 2 ladies in this event here today. These ropes are about 4 foot long and are usually a couple of feet above your horse's head.
That 1082 was eliminated. That's Austin Peacock. And CF Patrick, his horse.
Yeah. He got down there and he got squeezed out, and that's what happens. Sometimes they buddy up. This is noted, Tim, for kind of a physical race. And if you go back to the old timers, they would do things as pull your bridle off. They would spur the other horse. They have been known to cut to cinches on other horses, but we've kind of tamed it down. But I like the 2 girls staying alive.
And this time 432's the out one. That's Jockey Sox and John Wilson.
Yep, he just got squeezed out, and there wasn't any place for him to go. just kind of keep your eyes on the two Jerkowskis. They're pretty tough. And we're not down to where a lot of the jockeying goes on. Everybody right now, Tim, runs to stay alive. But you got to be careful of the 5-second line. They may go over. And we have one that went over. One jumped to light. You can see the horse
Yellow
light.
light
Yep. Now the judges have to make a decision, and they have to call who went over. And they will. And if you're the guy that went over, you're not going to let them know you're the one that went over. Let's see who it is. Ooh, the former world champion just went over.
Jeff Jackowski in Caillou Spirit.
So we're down to 6 riders. And about now we're going to do a little shoving. Somebody's going to shove one way or the other. It's a 5-second start. You don't want to jump the line. They're a good, clean start. Kathy's in trouble. Well, Kathy Moss, she just out-muscled
Carla Peacock and Wannabe Brassey's the one eliminated there, right, Kathy?
And that's something you call luck. One thing about the rope race, Tim, you got to have a horse that'll come down, and when you ask for the whoa, it's got to stop. If you overshoot those ropes, very difficult to turn your horse around and come back. They just won't come back to the ropes. So the trick is you got to back your horse up real quick and get it. But that takes a lot of quick thinking. Now we're down to what? We got 4 guys and a gal? Yep.
Kathy. The girl's still in it.
Yeah. Kathy's no stranger to this. She runs on the regional level. She got a bad start.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Everybody scrambles for a rope. Somebody will get up out of their saddle. Watch this. Watch this. Watch somebody go up. Watch somebody. Kathy can't get her horse to go forward. She's got to get out and back up.
Plus, it looked like the guys are kind of squeezing her away anyhow.
Yeah, you're right. I tell you, this is a crowd pleaser. It's something that's very, very unique with the Appaloosa Horse Club. And I'm surprised we only had 10 entries. Normally, we'll have maybe as much as 20, and we eliminate down to the 10. But now we're down to where there's 4 guys.
Well, actually, they've eliminated 232.
Ooh, well, they saw something
Kathy's
I didn't
still
see.
in it. So John Gillespie III is now out.
Yeah, I didn't see something. Something happened. I don't know what. That's why we pay the judges. Now, they might shove well, he's out. He's out. That's automatically. He's out. We've had cases, Tim, where maybe 4 or 5 horses be left. 3 of them jump the line. Well, the world champions decided right there.
And that's Ed Millhouse and State of D. Hart being eliminated.
Well, we got my pick still in there. He's on the white horse, Jim Jerkowski. I don't know if he won it last year at the World or not. If it wasn't last year, it was a year before he won it, but on a different horse. There's only been 2 horses that I know of that have ever won this event 3 times. One was Pueblo Joe, and the other one was Caliente Baldy. Because it's a kind of a tough event. Now, Jim.
Yeah, and Jim does it. Kind of edges Kathy over. So Kathy Moss is out this trip with Just Be a Dandy. This time they are eliminated.
Great run by Jerkowski. Kathy thought she was going into it, and about the time she's slowing her horse down to reach up, Jim drives forward and reaches up and gets a rope. Now, I'm going to say what's going to happen here. One horse is going to shove the other horse, or one horse is going to get his head cocked over in front of the other one.
And this will be Jim Jerkowski. He's on the gray horse, 465, and the number 204 horse.
Hey, here we go. See who gets...
Is Robert Main and Zippy Impressive.
Jim got in front of him. It's all over. Jim Jerkowski, Tim, a very versatile cowboy in the Appaloosa horses. He's very versatile, can do a lot. He works in the cattle classes, can even run the games and stuff. It's executed here. He's a pleasure man, a halter man. He just does it all. Him and his wife are really great for the Appaloosa horse.
So Jim Jerkowski and Captain Zip Ahoy, world champions in the open rope race.